G'day folks, I'm making a couple of bait canisters to see if I can catch some crayfish with dog food, dried dog pellets. Apparently you can, but I don't know. So I'm making a couple of these up, making some up out of this old pipe. I'm not sure how long to make them, because if I make them too long, of course the longer the better because it holds more bait. But if I make them too big, the actual crayfish can't fit. They can't fit in the pot because they half hang out the sides. Anyway, you'll get the idea when I show you a bit later on. God, there's a million flies. So, I'm standing in the backyard. Pretty snake looking, looks like a pretty good snake area, and I'm in thongs, so gotta be careful where I stand. So what I'm doing, it's very hot today. I should be out fishing right now, but it's actually too hot. And I've got no shade on me boat. I have a shade cover, but I had to take it off because when it's not up, it's in the way. And when it is up, the shade is fantastic, but you can't really drive around with it up because it acts like a big sail. And it really affects the handling of the boat. Trying to get it up on the plane, it just, like the whole thing, if this is a canopy on the top, you go to get up on the plane and the boat tilts like this, and then all the air gets under the canopy, and then it's a real big drag. It's okay once you get up on the plane, but it takes a real lot of effort to get the boat up on the plane compared to when it's not on. So I took the canopy off. So I'm just going to do this, right? So that's a cap. I'm going to glue that on so I don't lose it, and this end's take it on and off, and I'm just going to drill a heap of big holes in this. Let me show you, hang on. I have my lucky dog. The only reason I chose this was because it was the cheapest dog food in the shop. So I'm going to fill this with the dog food, drill a heap of holes in it so the dog food can get wet and moist from the ocean, from the water, and then seep out and hopefully attract the crayfish. So I've got to drill holes that are big enough to let the dog food out, but not big enough to let it out too quick. Actually, this is not ideal. I don't have a dog, so I'm not familiar with dog food pellet size, but these are, oh, it stinks. These are all tiny. I was hoping they were a bit bigger. I thought dog pellets were a bit bigger. Anyway, so I've got to fill this up and drill a heap of holes in it so that these don't come out too easy. Or maybe it doesn't matter if they come out easy. They should just get wet and turn into a paste and kind of act like a bit of a burley trail. Anyway, I've tried it. If you watch some of my other videos, I tried it with the different tins of cat food. I didn't have any luck. I don't know whether it was because I was in the wrong location. I couldn't see the bottom, so I was just kind of throwing the pots in randomly, which is far from ideal. But I don't think the cat food in the can didn't look like it was right. In the olden days when I used to use fish, dead fish, in the cray pots, it worked really well. But it stunk. It really stunk, and it made me seasick all the time. So I'm trying to find a way of doing this without the smell of the repulsive dead fish. Unless I no longer get seasick. So I might go back to that if this doesn't work. Anyway, I'm sure I don't need this blue glue, but I'll put the blue on just so I don't ever lose the cap. This blue glue is blue plumbing glue I've had for ages. Didn't go on straight, but probably because of my cutting skills. Put this one in here. Very happy with that. I hope this works. I googled it, rock lobster or crayfish bait options or something like that, and they said you can use dead fish, dead meat, steak, anything like that, but they also said you could use cat food and dog food, which is where I came up with this amazing plan. So there they are. Now to drill about 1 million holes in them. So the dog food's that big. I don't know how big a hole to drill. I don't want it to all come flying out, but it's got to come out. Otherwise it won't make a trail. And it will be full of dog food, so it's not just gonna come out easily. So maybe I should make it big enough. Maybe I will drill it the same size as the dog food. I think I will. I'm just going to drill a heap of holes in this and stop when I think I've done enough. Shit. I've got to be careful I don't break this plastic thing. Crack it. Shit. God. It's grippy. I'm wondering if I should drill holes in this part as well or not. Oh, not sure. I don't want to have done all that drilling and then drill into that and break it and have to start again. Shouldn't break it. It's not going to give me a huge amount of extra space. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave it like that first. If I get confident later, I can drill into that. Oh, my knees. Anyway, that's okay. I'll just think about this for a second. How am I going to keep it in the pot? I was considering drilling a hole through the end and through the end, so I could just run the wire straight. I think that'll be better. Don't want to crack that bottom part since I could just thread the wire in and out of that. That's probably easier. Saves me risking cracking the ends. I would like to drill some holes in that, but it's really only one extra. I might try it. If I break it, now that I'm nearly finished it, I'll be very upset. Maybe I won't. Maybe if I drill a hole there, it'll be too close to the edge and break. Oh, it's glued on. And I can't drill it too much up because I run out of pipe. Maybe I can drill it. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll just drill one. Didn't break it. I might do that. That seems to have been alright. I'll go around one more row of holes. That worked good. I'm happy with that. I think that is excellent. So I'm going to make another one. Then I can just put the dog food in there, fill it up, put the lid on it, wire it into my net, and hopefully that's good. I'm feeling more confident than the cat food experiment in the tin, but not as confident as just the dead fish. But we have to learn. We have to practice and trial and error. So I'll drill 100 holes in the other one and then I'm nearly done. I'm finished and I'm very happy with those two. So if it works, I can take out spare dog food in the plastic container to rebait them if I need to. In theory, I just fill it up with dog food, wire it into the pot, job's done. Some food come out, so I guess it can fit through the hole. But I think that is pretty good. I'm looking forward to trying that now. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video when I try it out. Fingers crossed it's better than the cat food. Alright, see you in the next video.